Alright, we're back. I think, I hope, I pray. Oh, my apologies, folks. It's like literally everything died at once. And I mean, literally. OBS died. Firefox died. PowerPoint died. Just, what can you do? You just go with you go with it and pray, right? All right, bear with me, folks. Like I said, I'm trying to get reset up now. The computer does what it can when it can, but it doesn't always do what it's supposed to do. I'm trying to make sure I got everything going I need going. Actually, I know I don't. All went wrong. It all went wrong today. That's all I can say. You ever just have one of those days where it's like you shouldn't have gotten out of bed? That's us today. So how is everybody doing? Welcome to a very, very late started episode of the List Wits Game Show. And it's like basically the one night is like I wasn't really in the mood to stream, but I said I was going to do it anyway. And all of this happens. It's like I should have taken it as a sign. I should have taken it as a sign. See, even Paul agrees. So how are you guys doing out there? Hopefully we got people watching now. But right now, I'll just take anything. Chuck, you may have to clean mine up. Because like I said, I honestly, I do not know what happened to my machine. It just went all at once. Firefox is being a pain in my ass. It just, Alright, let's see if we get this working now. There we go. Alright, we're sort of back. Sort of back. Maybe. I hope. How is everyone doing? But ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night. It is one of those, no, it's more like, it's just one of them buggy things. It's OBS. I cracked a joke about Streamlabs when I found out they were being bought by Logitech. I cracked a bad joke that basically said, I guess it's time for everybody to go to XSplit. And I think it hurt me and just decided to give me a hard time tonight. I think it decided to give me a hard time tonight because of that. Dude, I love Logitech's cameras. I really, really do. But if you're asking me to trust Logitech to run streaming software, no, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't trust them. It's basically work with what you're good with and stick to it. Cameras and video, Logitech is bar none among the best. All the little nuances for streaming software, we'll have to see. Hello, Heavy. How you doing, my friend? What is good? What is the happenings? Where are my pictures of your prize pile? That would be an understatement tonight. That would be an understatement tonight. You missed it. Like I said, you can see we're like 45 minutes away. We're 45 minutes away and are over from the start. And I'm just now getting started because my entire system went. Yeah, like I said, Chuck, I just don't think this is going to be a good sell. I don't think this is a good sell. I really don't. Now, if they bring in some smart wizards, to run the software side, okay, maybe. Here's the other catch. Streamlabs is free at the moment. Logitech's got it. Think it's going to stay that way? Nope. That's why it's called open broadcasting software. And I don't know what, I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. Like I said, I just don't have any faith in it. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time to get things started. And tonight, to get things started, I'm going to do things a little out of order again. Because we got some stuff to show off tonight. Told you guys. And sometimes, not all companies are bought for best intentions. All right. So as I told you guys, we went shopping. And I will be honest, I came back a little disappointed. Because I went looking for smalls. I didn't really do that well with smalls. I got a couple. We'll show those off. But for the most part, it ended up being mediums to larges. So my small pile is getting a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller. Where I'm starting to get desperate for small prices. I'm going to end up doing the Five Below shop run at some point. I've got this funny feeling. Where just I'm going to go down Five Below. I'm going to say one of these, 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 one of these. Doesn't matter if it's anything anybody likes. It's just, I got a bad feeling. Because like I said, I couldn't find any good key rings. About the closest I came were some pops. And me saying pops in the small is scary. But the problem is, and why is my camera screwed up again? Give me a minute, folks. And I'm going to pray I don't crash the software. Like I said, that's what I'm worried about, is I'm going to crash the software again. There we go. Kinda got it back. Kinda got it back. It's like, I've got enough die-cast cars for a while. So I'm set on that. I was looking for like key rings, bracelets, badges, you know, little odds and ends that are cool, but nothing super spectacular. And I missed one that I had intended to buy, but it was like just one. So, I was like, I've got enough Happy Meals to cover, got enough Matchbox cars to cover at the moment. Matchbox and Hot Wheels. So the closest I came to buying smalls were freaking pops. And the funny thing was, everybody jacked their pop prices back up. I got no idea why. Everybody's pop prices just shot back up through the roof. And for whatever reason, Um, it was not a good thing. Bear with me. I gotta get one more thing open. Otherwise, Spock will go yelling at me. It's like, where's my question about it? I want to spam points. Don't want Spock getting mad at me for that one. You know I love you, Spock. That's why I pick on you. So I'm walking around and I'm getting towards the end of the show. It's about 2 o'clock. And I hear two dealers talking. And he's like, yeah, I got a whole box or a tub of pops under the table that he's selling for like 2 for $5. And I'm like, I just happen to be walking by and I'm like, I'm going to take a look and I'm going to see what he's got. And he's like, he's got things I have never heard of other than like, he had the Raiden regular and the Raiden 8-bit. Ah, nice to know, Vape. Make sure you post it on the Discord so people will know I actually do use it. All right, I think the quiz is starting now. And I'm looking down at his stuff, and I'm like, maybe I should just buy him out. I think like he's got like, I think like 12 pops in there. So if I buy them for $2 for $5, it's $30. And I look over, and he's got some Fallout stuff. He's got for like 2 for $5 from Loot Crate, and I'm just kind of like, really? Really? Yeah, he's seeing them, Chuck, I think. And these are like crappy. These are like, there's only like a couple of the good Fallout ones. It's got Nick Valentine, Piper, and I think that's it. And he's got like a couple that are like parts. But so he's got like part 1 and part 2, and he's still selling for 2 for $5. And I'm like, dude, you don't even have the full thing. You're charging me, you want to charge me $5 for 2 parts? And it was like, no. So I walked off. And because he's sitting there, he's like griping that nobody's buying the pops. He's even got a chase out he's got marked for $1. And it's a chase I'd never heard of. It's called Balentria or something like that. And I'm like, really? Nobody knows what this is. Well, maybe some really like zoned in person that is into this. And I'm like, and then I walk down the aisle, and there's guys selling pops for $15-20 still. And I'm like, they're carrying this shit home. They're carrying this stuff home. All right, we're waiting to see if my wheel works. I told you, nothing is working right tonight. Absolutely nothing is working right tonight. All right, let's try that again for you, Heavy. Nope, even wheel's not working. I got. See, folks, this is what happens when a video camera company buys a software company. It turns into a disaster. So anyway, sorry, Heavy. If it works later, I'll give you the spin. I'll try it in a little bit. Uh, so I'm walking around, and these people are selling pops for like the $15 to $20 ones again for $20 to $30. And it's like, I don't get it. So I went with the intention of finding a couple of Halloween stuffs, but I wasn't able to find anything that I really liked. Now that's not to say they weren't there, because there were like 4 things I saw that I really would have spent money on, but it was towards the end. It was toward the end of the budget, and I'm desperately trying to find smalls, and it's just not working. I'm desperately trying to find smalls. So it was like, I considered Sunday a push, so to speak, and you guys will see why here in a moment. Because I didn't do great, but I didn't do bad. And the reason I say I didn't do bad is because I actually had 2 pickups that I think I got bargains for. So we are going to start with the first things I picked up for the evening, or for the toy show. We picked up Schleich. Now, for those of you that don't know Schleich, they had the potential of being somewhere between Funko and NECA. If you've ever seen the Schleich's night set, they're pretty damn amazing. They're horses in armor and knights, and they'll have them in various poses. They look absolutely amazing. The Schleich night stuff does, but I figured why not? Because this was one of the bargain tables idea. All right, Paul, you gotta move out of the way. So we actually picked up Batman versus. The camera's going to be a problem. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to turn the filter off. That didn't look so good, did it? Alright, so we're going to turn the filter off for now. So we picked up. And the lighting is the problem. Great! I could have left the camera like I had it. So we picked up Batman versus Joker. And again, I'm going to apologize for the lighting, because there we go. Well, that doesn't work either. Alright, we're going to do this the other way. Let's put this back at 502, hopefully. So, be off camera for a minute. So we picked up Batman versus Joker set. So that was the first thing we picked up. Not bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but like I said, it wasn't an out of the world home run hit. But what it was kind of a setup. So let me get over to that camera. There we go. We'll use the prize camera for a little bit. So we picked up Batman versus Joker. Ta-da! And like I said, it's not bad. It's Schleich. They're kind of like, they're like right between the Funko level and the mini diecasts. So that was our first pickup. And then we picked up, and I couldn't resist because it was like a combination sell. Then we picked up Superman versus Lex Luthor. Wish they were more articulated. Well, these are supposed to be more statue pieces, I think. Spot. They're supposed to be more statues than figures or action figures. So I don't actually have a problem with them not being articulate. And like I said, give me a minute. I'm trying to adjust the lighting so you guys can see everything well. So those were our first two pickups. Then we went with, and this is where I managed to get a couple of smalls. We managed to pick up from DC Superhero Girls, whoop, Mini Wonder Woman. So we did pick up one small. And Mini Katana. I keep forgetting where the camera is.
It must be exact.
So those were our two. Those were the actual, really the only two smalls that I kind of started with, and I went for them. Hey, like I said, Trans, is the team. They're realizing they gotta play as a team. They can't just depend on the offense. So yeah, it was like, and I probably could have gotten more, but it's like after a while you just do so many DC items. It's kind of like, yeah, what was this, a DC trip? And it's kind of like, yeah, I think that's what it turned into, even though that was not my intention. Because I gotta make room for everything again. And then, let's see. And, okay, so we did pick up a couple of smalls. I have no idea what this is. I just went with it because it was like in one of those bargain bin buys. And we picked up Peg Leg. I have no idea what this game is about. I just know it's a game that is basically for 2 to 5 players, and you play in about 30 minutes. So I didn't do too bad on the first of the smalls, but it got a little better. Now, bear with, because I actually have to go get the rest of them. You guys, one weird thing about me is I always buy in bulk, or try to buy in bulk. If somebody's like clearing out a table, I try to get as many as I can, as best as I can. So the one thing I picked up was more vehicles. Only this time it wasn't Hot Wheels cars. This time it was a series of Harley Davidsons. These are all various Harley Davidson motorcycles. So I'm thinking these will actually survive as smalls. Because the guy was basically trying to sell them for like $3 each, or 2 for $5. And I'm like, all right, 2 for $5 is not a bad thing. And then I went in and I counted how many he had. See, it even comes with their own kickstands. Ta-da! They even come with their own kickstands. And he had 15 of them. Or no, he had 11 of them. I'm gonna say I think this one is my favorite type of the lot. I love pretty much anything that has the saddlebag type and the carrying cases in the back. I'm gonna say I think this is my favorite one. And again, like I said, if I can remember where the kickstand is, I thought they all had kickstands on them, but one or two may not have. So I basically told the guy, 3 for $5, 3 for $5. All right, I'll buy all 11 of them off of you for $15. I told him I'd buy all 11 of them for $15, and he's like, okay. So I basically bought 3 for $5, and then got 2 for free. So these will all go in the smalls. Oh, now this one south I think is you. This is the one I think would be you. The twin cam. I think this one would be you. If I can remember where the kickstand was on some of these, that would be much. Oh wait, there it is. So yeah, they'll all pretty much stand with the kickstand down. But yeah, I saw that one and I'm like, yeah, that one is south. I would call Spock. Oh wait. Who is this one? This one would be V-twin. This one would be V-twin right here. That looks freaking gorgeous. I think this one looks freaking amazing. And just think, you guys can all win them. Oh, get over it. The boys lost fair and square. They had a chance at the end to win it. They couldn't do it. And I think this is my only non-Harley one in the batch. The state police. I think this is the only non-Harley one in the batch. The boys lost fair and square to a team that couldn't score a touchdown. Because the defense woke up. So there we go. We got more of them. I told you guys, like I said, it wasn't a great shopping trip. Here you go, Spock. This is the one we'll give you. This will be you, like the laid back, wheelie riding, granny handlebars. And then we got another big Harley Davidson. And I think there's two more here? No, one more. And then one more. I call this one the Putt Putt. I just call that one the Putt Putt. But yeah, it was like, I didn't realize Harley made one that was kind of like reduced. But yeah, these things look absolutely gorgeous. They're all in very good shape, so I'm not complaining about that in the slightest. And with that, it was Kool-Aid. I am pretty sure Spock had it first, but let me look. Yep, Spock had it first. So We will give Spock another 50. It was designed as a city bike. I know that. That's all I know about it. I didn't research them just because there are too many Harleys to look at and not drool over. You can tell I'm getting my midlife crisis. It's like, do I want a motorcycle or not? And then I look at the idiots out on the road here today, and I'm like, no, my midlife crisis is just fine. So those will end up getting added as one-player game prizes and probably smalls. So those will be one-player games and smalls. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, because I know you guys are not interested in the prizes apparently, I want a trike, a motor trike with a full car trunk. Actually, the girl on my bowling team actually has one. She calls it Barney. She owns a motor tricycle with the full space trunk to the back of it. But she calls it Barney because it is bright purple. That's what she calls it, not me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, while we get ready to show you guys off some of the other stuff we picked up, it's time to get things started with the list. And I got to check something here. Do me a favor, Chuck, just say something. I'm trying to make sure D-Live is still coming across. Just something. That's all you gotta say, something. Okay, that works. Anything, something, nothing, oughta. Speaking of which, when do I get my my other camera? I'm just curious. Because if I did not have the issues I had today, I was going to stop off at the store and I was going to pick up one of those rotating bases. No, I had all sorts of issues tonight turned off, so I'm actually running really, really late. I'm running really late tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, for tonight's list, we are looking for burn phrases. I thought I got rid of the phrases thing. I thought I got rid of the phrases part. I must not have got rid of the phrases part. Oh, that's right, it crashed on me. I took it out and it crashed on me before I got it saved. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for those of you that have never seen the list before, this is the primary part of our show where we basically give you 45 minutes to come up with 10 phrases that contain the word burn. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the timer starts now. And while we're waiting, we're going to show off some more of the stuff that we bought. Now, you guys have yelled at me before in the past. Feel to burn, crash and burn. Oh, wait, who got feel to burn? Spock got feel the burn. Burn rubber, burnt to... Say, chicken, where have you been? Where have you been? Burn the midnight candle, afterburner, burn notice, sunburn, all good ones, but not there. So I gotta wait to do the rest of the prices. Because you guys will yell at me. I gotta wait till you guys slow down. Spot just stole one. It was Burn the Midnight Oil. Yeah, you don't love me no more. That's what it is. Now, one of these I have a typo in, but I should be able to catch it if it comes up right. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Oh, wait. You gotta go this way, then this way, then this way, and then that way, right? Burn daylight? Definitely. Just think, sooner or later we gotta start turning the clocks forward. I am not looking to I'm not looking to that last lack of an hour of sleep. Freezer burn, rug burn, Germany burn. Burn to a cinder. See, everybody else going for the list. Heavy is going for the two whammies. And he forgot about the four-letter word that's up here, too. But ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the List Wits Game Show, where tonight we're showing off some more of the prizes that are getting added to the collection. And we are trying to play the list, and I'm trying to keep track of the list because the list goes by really, really fast. You know, the funny thing was, and I think it was just Spock and Heavy that were here this one night, or maybe Spock and Toondoff one night. We did one list because everybody was out, and that was pretty much all we did. And we still ended up with somewhere around 1,500 comments just off of doing one list. Crash and burn. Crashed and burned on the question. But yeah, it's one of those where I was joking because I want to say there was a discussion on D-Live at one point of how they get more people recognized. And it was, well, you could do it by most active, most viewers, most active chat, most donations, and so on and so forth. Burn your boots. And, well, the funny thing was, I don't think we guessed a lot at the list when it was just you two and me. We pretty much BS'd like 3/4 of the time in it. Afterburner. 3/4 of the time, we're just like chewing the fat. But it was still like 1,500 comments. And I'm like, I dare D-Live to do it with chat conversation. And let's see where I end up on that list. I would love to know. Indian burn. Ooh, I like that one. Frost burn. And you guys will notice that I haven't opened my file yet, because I haven't pulled any to add, which I need to do. And remove. Because like I said, the more you guys give me for better ones, then this list will come back around at some point. Dang! 19 months, dude. That means a lot. At least I know I'm entertaining somebody. Or at least I think I'm entertaining somebody. Burn the meatloaf again. Oh, these are not in alphabetical order either. Wow, I only have 34 on this list total? Shoot, this is one of those I need to go back and go grab some. Oh, who got Sea Chicken got number 7. Give me a minute. I missed one. Let the fire burn out. Now, see, the funny thing is, 2 of those should have given you a third one. Bear with me. I'm trying to alphabetize my files. I can. Now, the weird thing is, this is one of those lists where I can see you guys cleaning it out. I will say probably the hardest one 2. And I don't think that one is that hard. So is most any steakhouse. Nope, no plurals. Nice try though. I love how the fact you guys were like back to back on that. But there are no plurals on this one. They are Borg. Did you not know that? Or they were born, or they had the same mother and just didn't tell each other. Don't burn my food. Burn away, burn to a crisp. Slash and burn. I like the slash and burn. All right, I think I got them in alphabetical order. I'm not counting the ones you gave. There were some good ones that I didn't get. how I did not think of heartburn, I don't know. We don't tell those kind of secrets. Well, not in public. We save those for the Discord chat.
And now a game of high stakes, where every decision is a gamble and every move could be your last. And here's the man with all the action, Wits.
Nope, no plurals, Trance. No plurals. Just remember that. Now, let's see. 45 minutes we've gotten. So this has been one of you guys' better list, or I just had a lot of weaker choices on this one. I'm trying to figure out which. Burning rubber. Because Two Knob is trying to stay away from the cops. Burn the village? Spock, you're an evil, evil, evil man. I'm just saying. You're an evil man. So, like I said, while they are guessing, burn, rape, and plot. Now, see, now Chuck just took the evil title away from you. Chuck just a ruthless son of a. No, I think burn, rape, and plunder still beats burn and pillage. All right, so we showed off the motorcycles. I kind of like that one. I kind of like burn a card. You got to know poker. You got to know poker and blackjack to do it. But I kind of like that one. All right, so next in the prize pile. Now, remember I told you guys I went looking for smalls. I ended up picking up a lot of mediums. Take the women and the food, burn the rest, leave no survivors.
Will break the $6,000 bank. Is this one of them? Or is it this one? Or this one? We'll find out in a moment in this game of hide and seek. As these
Oh, is the clock stopped? Oh, I forget it stops when I minimize it. I gotta remember I can't minimize the timer. That's the one thing I always forget about that one. Alright, so you guys got a few extra minutes. Ooh. Yeah, somebody else said sick burn. That one I liked. But I'm adding dude to the end of it. Sick burn, dude. Alright. So one of the things you guys always yell at me about, prize pile wise, was I never picked up enough certain types of figures. Well, I managed to pick up 3 of them today. I managed to pick up 3 WWE wrestling figures, all on my own. And I am still trying to figure out what the real scan thing is. I don't know. I look up, and what's the first thing I see from Trance? Does it burn when you pee? Oh, that's going in the file, Heavy. That's going in the file. I'm just trying to get a straight face before I type it in there. That is definitely going in there. Anyway, so I managed to pick up. Now, if anybody can remind me what the scanners were for, let me know, because I don't remember these in terms of the figures. But we actually picked up Taz. So we actually picked up some wrestling figures. And I'm going to say that this is, of the 3 I got, I'm going to say this is the one that looks the most realistic, facial-wise. I'm going to say it looks the most realistic facial-wise. Then we picked up, and the WWE must have had something against him, because this is the Eric Bischoff Ruthless Aggression figure. Now, you guys tell me, does that look like Eric? I mean, I'm trying to figure out. And the funny thing is, look at the hands. If you can see the hands, they look like they're old and withered. So it was like, eh. But, no, you had said burnt out, Trance. You had said burnt out. I will say, down the middle from the face, it looks okay. But damn, they went out of their way to articulate the hands, and they just look like skeleton hands. I'm serious. It looks like this. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I like the fact. I think this is where they took the bodies more seriously. I think this is where they started taking the bodies more seriously, but they blew it on the hands. And I kind of wish the Adrenaline pair had been this gentleman and Michael Cole. Can't believe I'm saying I wish it was a Michael Cole figure. But I'm saying I wish it was a Michael Cole figure. But it's kind of fitting that since we got Eric, we get Paul Heyman and Heidenreich. Why they paired these two together, I don't know. Now, I have no idea why they put the baseball cap on Heyman the way they did and not give him the ponytail. Or at least if they gave him the ponytail, I can't see it in this figure. But it's like, okay, we got a figure. Now let's just drop the hat on him, and that'll work. And it's like, the hat doesn't work. But yeah, this is one of those where I kind of actually wish it was Heidenreich and Michael Cole instead of Heidenreich and Heyman. But they paired up some weird ones with this. Because it's like they paired up John Cena and Funaki, Rey Mysterio and Randy, Paul Heyman and Heidenreich, Eric Bischoff and Kurt Angle, Booker T and Chris Jericho. But like I said, I don't get this one. This one I don't get in terms of pairing ups. But it was like the guy was like clearing out his table. I'm like, hell yes. All right. And then I got one more mini one, and then I'm going to show you what I consider my steal. No, believe it or not, that's the first Burn the Witch, I believe. I believe that is the first Burn the Witch. Oh, I like that one too. I definitely like that one. All right. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, I am a huge Robotech Battletech fan. I'm a huge one. So, when I saw this at the table, I wanted it, and I wanted it desperately. But I saw the price tag on it, and I was like, nope, I'm not buying it. It's too much of a large. So it's not what I'm looking for. And he said, oh no, I goofed. I left it on the table when I marked the table down. So it's part of the markdown size. It was gone. I grabbed it like in a heartbeat.
Now you see it. That's how we play. Now, you see it. Now you see it. And here's the host of our show.
And I picked up. Now again, I gotta hold this box closed because if I don't, it's gonna come falling out. This is from Battletech. This is from the Ralpartha set for Omnimax. Okay? And what this is are, I forget how many are in here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there are 25 in here. I think there are 25 Battletech miniatures. But these things, and again, I wanted them because I was a huge Battletech fan. But if you are a Battletech fan, oh my God, you are going to so love these. Because this box is heavy, it is huge, and it has a little bit of something for every miniature collector. And it even had the ground tank. But this was honestly one of my favorite pickups of the entire show. All right, and then I would say Burn Unit and Burn Ward would be the same thing. Oh, I like that one, Sal. How I did not think of Sideburn? I don't know. All right, and then we've done Hot Wheels. This was another one of those. I couldn't pass it up at the deal it was offered. So this will be probably a medium. But then we have the Super Color Changer Matchbox cars. I kind of like those really a lot. But they all supposedly change colors when they're put in either hot water or cold water, I forget. But there were only 12 of them, so I got you half of them. All right, so we're going to put that over there. All right, and let's see. All right, I think that's everything on the table that I pulled out so far, but I'm not done yet. I is not done yet. Can you believe that? All right, so what do you think so far, guys? So, you consider the shopping spree a success or a failure or an ant? Especially with, like I said, 11 motorcycles, 11 smalls like that. Heck yes. Spock says it's a success. Well, Spock, we ain't done yet. That's the best part. I ain't done yet. So bear with me as you guys keep guessing. I will be paying attention. See, this is what happens when you buy big boxes of stuff. I will be honest, Sal, I didn't consider it a success when I was there because I felt like I was missing stuff. Yes, I did see Rope Burn Chuck. I still say Plunder, Burn, Rape, and Pillage was even better. Then we get to the bigs. And these were just things I found. I gotta make room for these now. Without knocking everything over, which is always the hard part. That I just either couldn't pass on, or, hey, Subzilla, how you doing today? Or it was they talked me into it. And I will be honest, there's only really one they talked me into it. So first and foremost, And if you got Google up and you are looking, you guys can tell me, what do you guys remember about International Rescue? All I know is that if I can buy Japanese toys, I like buying Japanese toys. I don't know why, I just do. But we actually picked up from International Rescue, and these will be individuals. I don't remember how many there are in the series, but we picked up from International Rescue the Thunderbird. We picked up the Rescue Mechanic series. I kind of like this one. This one has that green oozy look to it. Oh, these are from the Thunderbirds. Duh! How did I not know these were not from the Thunderbirds? But these are the Japanese from the Thunderbirds collection. And I saw them, and these were, I had to have. So we had Thunderbird 2, and I think, I'm trying to remember if this is Thunderbird 1. Yeah, and Thunderbird 1. So we had Thunderbird 2 and Thunderbird 1 from the Thunderbirds International Rescue Collection. And like I said, the funny thing was, and I did not know this, look who produced them. Ford put their name to these. Ford Motor Company put their name to the Thunderbirds. I did not know that. But yeah, it was like, oh dude, I was like, I saw these and I had to have them. Yeah, it didn't help South. I already turned the background off once. It didn't help because the lighting's kind of off right now. I just can't tell what they look like on camera. So yeah, so like I said, we got Thunderbird 1 and Thunderbird 2. Yep. And yeah, that one's like all green, so he's kind of hard to see. That one's all green, so he's kind of hard to tell. I forgot that he was green too. Damn it. All right, so we got 3 left. And I got a feeling you guys are approaching number 5. I got a feeling you guys are approaching number 5. Whether or not you get it will be another question. All right, I'm running out of room. I need more shelf space. All right, and then we picked up, and like I said, I don't usually get talked into buying something by a shop owner. I can usually walk away from them. But somehow, I could not walk away from the Heroica Lego game. We got the primary Lego game, and we got the first expansion pack, I think. So, has anybody ever played Heroica in Lego? It's the Fortran and the Walderg sets. Don't know? Never played them? But somebody will be able to play them after they win them. Question is when. Oh, there's a lot of stuff people don't know about them. I didn't know they had sponsored the Thunderbirds though. I kind of figured that was like not in their wheelhouse. All right. Then we get Heavy. Are you here? Because Heavy asked me to look for something. And while I don't think this completely counts as what he was expecting, I had to get it. I absolutely had to get this when Heavy dared me to pick a certain type of item. Alright, I'm gonna put those back in there. I don't want those falling out. Heavy had dared me to basically get something sciencey. Right? That was your challenge, right, Heavy? Something sciencey. You remember that quote? I'm making sure Heavy remembers him daring me to find something sciencey. Well, I couldn't find anything space shuttle. Alright? But I figured this would be the next best thing. We picked up G.I. Joe. The astronaut editions. Ta-da! These are the 1997. Raise your hand if you were alive in 97. But these were the 1997 limited edition versions of Astronaut Joe. So there is silver suited Astronaut Joe. And that's Mercury Astronaut Joe. And then we had Shuttle Astronaut Joe. But yeah, I saw those and I'm like, all right, I can't find anything space shuttle-y. So Heavy, this one I got just because you mentioned it. I got that just because Heavy said I had to get something sciencey. And I got them for a steal, which didn't hurt. But you can tell which two are going together. These are not getting separated. I could see myself separating them and you guys would be killing me. I could see myself separating them and you guys would like lynch me. Powder burn! And yes, it says power burn. I misspelled it. But nice job, Trans. It was supposed to be powder burn. Like I said, I wish I could get all these like G.I. Joes like this for what I got these for. But it's like, it's tough to do. Everybody knows G.I. Joe goes up in value and down in value. So it's always hard. It's always hard to get good G.I. Joe figures. Damn it, I need to move some stuff. Because I can see myself knocking
$45,000 Lincoln Mark 8.
Alright, and there's more? Yes, folks, there's more. Then we get to the last bit. And this is probably one of the few things I overpaid for by about a couple of bucks each. But I could live with that. Ooh, I like the burn bag one. I like the burn bag. Where is that? Burn bag? Is that one word or two? Burn bag. Alright, so I gotta move some stuff out of the way to get to these ones. Because they're on top of one another. And then finally, nope, wrong one. What's wrong with bubble shell, clam shells? They all look the same. Then we have from the Conan McFarlane series, we have Conan Skifel. We have Conan Sawavin. And I think she looks sort of. It's like I don't know. There's something about her. It's like I don't get why this is the low end price, the low end of the items. Then we had, and everybody wants their own fire dragon, right? Yeah. Speaking of rape and pillage, we had the fire dragon. I couldn't find Belai, because supposedly Belai and this one are supposed to go together. So I couldn't find that one. And of course, if you buy a Conan series, you've got to have I'll be back. You've got to have Conan himself, right? If you don't have Conan yourself, it's just why? But this is the non-Arnold version. This is Conan of Cimmeria, I think his name. Yeah. This is the non-Arnold version. But yes, it was one of those cases, South, where looking back, I did better than I thought I did. But when I was there, I kind of felt like I was missing something. It was one of those cases where, all right, this is a good pickup. This is a good pickup. Why do I feel disappointed in what I picked up? And that's how I kind of felt until I picked up the battle. Give me a minute. I always have to get through the curtain with these. And there went the green screen. I knew that was happening.
Let's all play What's My Line?
You ever just have one of them days? I told you guys this was one of those days. Although I have no idea how that one could have been done. My washer is missing, that's that. How's my washer missing? I have to find it. This is what you call like one of them days. And it's not a basement, it's a studio. Never, ever, 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 ever call it a basement, South. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finished. I got 15. If you use the B word, you'll get in trouble, Sal. I just warn you. Only I'm allowed to use the B word. Nope, I gotta get Chuck's other stuff. Hold on, Chuck. Only Chuck's items fell out of its box. And I gotta put it back in it. Oh, that's just the scare thing. It used to work when I had the studio turned. because it would bounce off enough of the light. They could get away with one light to fill the whole studio. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we actually got 8 out of 10 tonight. We got 8 out of 10 tonight. But yeah, if you ever like have a studio that's like limited lighting space, all you need is one LED overhang, one white light, and it will bounce everywhere. Right now it won't because I don't have the one white light on, but I got a good feeling now. I actually have a very good feeling now because this is the first list in the last, 4? There's been more than 4. Yeah, I said the same thing, Tunov, on Twitch. I even said to Teddy2H2O, it's like, you did just enough to win the game, so I'll forgive you for that lousy sack this time. But I think they realize they can't. Oh, that's right. 5 if you count the 0 guest list. No, it was a battle of defense. If you remember last year, it was a 13-10 game. It just happened to be the other way around. Dallas and New Orleans will either play into a shootout or they'll play into a battle of kickers. There will never be a blowout between the two teams because they don't like each other that much. Why do you think Benson grabbed Peyton when he did? Because he doesn't like Jerry Jones, and he will do anything to beat Jerry Jones. He would do anything to beat Jerry Jones. That's why he got Coach Peyton. Because originally they wanted McCarthy, I think. And then whispers got out that Peyton was interested. And it was like, sorry, McCarthy. We're taking Sean. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to. Well, like I said, they proved it late last year. They just have to prove it for 12 more games. They just have to prove it for 12 more games. Like I said. Let me see. So we got rid of Burn the Midnight Oil. Oh, he tried. He tried. That's why they're already offering Peyton a contract extension. And let me get that one. And that one. No, Peyton would accept. He likes Dallas. But I don't think he'll do it because he won't have full control. Or he won't have the control that the Saints give him. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, it's time to find out who gets a small prize, who gets a one-player game, and who gets a shot at the vault. And like I said, I got a good feeling. We only have 2 bad answers left. And in fact, I almost forgot. Heavy, if you are here, you can steal any list slot that's up there on the board. I almost forgot. That's why I had to look over at my notes from last week. So, Heavy, which list slot would you like to steal? You can steal one of the slots that's already taken, or you can steal one of the slots that is not taken and not covered.
Playing against time for big time prizes, where it's always nice to be introduced by Bird Bennett. That's whose voice does it every week. Hello there, how are you?
Good evening.
Welcome back to our show. I hope we get a chance to meet them after the show. How old are they?
So we're waiting for Heavy. All right, Heavy is going to take slot number 2. So let's give Heavy. And the good news is we're not taking this out of the list. Heavy gets to burn through something. If it works, Trance, if it works. If not, I will give you your 50 back. I had problems with it a little while ago. Let's see what it does this time. Yeah, I think it's kind of stuck. I gotta find an alternate wheel, just in case it does something like this. All right, so with that, oh, you think you did? Well, let me go look if it's in there. Oh, you did, Trans. I missed that. So that means I have to go give Heavy number 5. All right, so we'll do 2 is for Trance, 5 is for Heavy. So officially, it's been a clean list. I did miss that one, Trance. So just remember, number 2 is Trance, 5 is Heavy. Let's see who else we got. We got Toondov with 1, 2, Chuck with 2, Trance with 2, Spock with 2, Heavy with 2, Sea Chicken with 1, or Sea Chicken with 1 and Heavy with 1. And just so I don't mix them up, let's get Trances out of there. Oh, Trance stealing the vault shot back from Heavy. Trance stealing the vault shot back. Where did my vault go? Vault, 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 vault. Did I not open my... Where'd my vault go? There's my vault. All right, Trance. With that, 1 wrong number off the board. And Heavy, I am going to be fair in a minute. All right, Trance. We need a 4-digit number that you think is opening the vault. All right, Trance says 9, 4, 8, 2. We lock that in for Trance. And we hear... Now, Heavy, to be fair to you, because you did say you wanted to steal 2. If number 5 doesn't have anything under it, I'm giving you a free vault shot. Because you did steal 2, but Trance kind of stole it back. So you will get either a vault shot or what's under number 5. All right? I figured that was the only way I can be fair because I did goof and miss Trance's. And Heavy's Burn Yourself Out is empty. All right, so with that, Heavy, you get to choose 1 row to remove an incorrect number from. Yeah, I kind of goofed. When I goofed like that, and Heavy did steal it. So officially, even if Trance had it, I should have had Heavy. Should have asked Heavy if he wanted to keep it. But I didn't. South, you can talk all you want on them. I will take 3 and 1 without Drew right now in a heartbeat. That's why I'm just letting you talk and talk and talk and talk. All right. Heavy said, oh, he also wants 1 out of the orange row. Oh, and there goes the 9. All right, Heavy. We need a 4-digit number. Now, like I said, we could argue that what would have happened last year. Like I said, the year before, the Minnesota thing was a screw up by a very good cornerback. Cost us a Super Bowl shot. But last year, no, I'm blaming the refs all the way. All right, 1-1. 0-1 for Heavy. We lock it in. And we hear 2 more sad trombones. I want to hear fireworks. I want to hear cheering. Somebody get the right vault number. Be below 6 for all rows. So something like 5532 or 5132. It's possible. It's possible. I'm trying to think because I don't think usually there is a pattern that the computer does do when it picks them. It will eliminate 1 number, but usually by now it's actually usually eliminated like 2 numbers total. So it's kind of holding off. All right, so with that, we turn our attention back to the list. And we are going to turn our attention to my D-Liver, Chuck, who said, she's a witch! Burn her! Burn her! Oh, see, Chuck, your evilness does not pay off. You wanted to rape, burn, and pillage. Burn the witch, burn the children. What was the other one? Between you and Spock, I don't know who's being more evil tonight. All right, then we turn our attention back over to Spock, who decided on his midnight rampages of burning and pillaging, he was going to do it while burning the midnight oil. And see, Spot, evilness, not working. Well, how about Toondoff, who says, hey, at least I didn't burn any real people. I just burned an effigy. Not there either. All right, so we know there's a small prize still up there. We know there's a one-player game still up there. And you are playing for the Thunderbird Road and Track show car. Whoever gets the one-player game. Is it Spock who says, feel to burn, baby, feel to burn? It is Spock who gets the small prize. All right, Spock, your choices for your small prize are the Hot Wheels car. We have the Blue Estate comic book. There are 2 comic books in there. And we have the Japanese mini room divider. One side, I think, is flowers. I think the other side is seasons. All right, the comics it is. So let's get over to the comics and see if I can do this without pulling down the green screen. And what you are getting is, and believe it or not, the reason I only did 2 is because one of them has like the Grimm fairy tales in there. And the other is just some redhead on a beach. I figured that was worth just a 2-pack this time. I figured that was a 2-pack this time. But yeah, I've never opened this. I thought about opening the fairy tale one just to see if it's as good as the regular Grimm's fairy tales were. But I decided I was not going to do it because they are signed, or they're sealed. So I had to go with just the 2-pack for you on this one, Spot. But it's a very good 2-pack. All right, so let me see. What else do I owe Spot? Let's see. That's heavies. That's trances. What else do I owe you right now, Spot? That's heavies. That's all heavy stuff. Actually, Spock, I don't think I have anything for you right now. I think this is your first win since I shipped your packages out. I think. I think that's your first win since I've shipped your package out. So that means you did win something. What was it? Because if you did, it's probably over in the other location. I know I got a label with it somewhere if I've got it. It's another book. Might have been. No, I don't think it was comics. Oh, wait. I know what it might have been. I know what it might have been. Let me see if it's in here. Let's see, that's reds. That's heavies, that's heavies, that's heavies. Might have been. Bear with me while I'm looking. Like I said, I gotta get better organized when it comes to like putting stuff out. That I will admit.
greatest name in cosmetics, presents the 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Yes, the $64,000 question. And now, the star of our show, where knowledge is king and the reward king size, Hal March.
Bear with me. I do have to get better organized when it comes to putting out my prizes and with what goes where. Hello, Harley, Mr. J. How you doing? You won a car most recently. Did you win the car? Why do I have Heavy's name on it? I got Heavy having won one. I got Heavy having won a car. I'm trying to remember. Like I said, I got everything like floating around is my problem. That's right, you did get a car in the pricing game. Now the question is, what did I do with it? No, Heavy got the Hummer. I thought Heavy got, was it Spock that got the Hummer? I thought Heavy got the Hummer. Oh no, that's right, because Heavy missed on the last number in Lucky 7. So I got the wrong name to the Humvee. So I am going to go put this in with Spock's pie. That's what it was. Okay, now I got it straight. Now we got it straight. I'm going to put the other third prize up there. Just so I can put the other third prize up there and it's in the way. Okay, wait a minute. Heavy won the Hummer. So what did we give you, Spock, for Too Much Game? So I did have that right. You guys are confusing me. Because Heavy's prize collection is the Humvee, the Zoom Zooms go to Yoda, and I know Heavy got the Space Invader thing. Oh, wait a minute, what else did Heavy have? Oh, and the My Little Pony keychain. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Those were Heavies. Was it Classic Truck? I'm trying to figure that out. Hold on, let me look. Give me a minute. I know, I'm so unorganized. But that's why you love me, because I have no sense of organization. Let me look, Spock. Hold on. Alright, so those are all going to purple. Supermarkets. Oh, no, 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 no. I got it, Swag. I found it. Took me a second. No, you had the Lexus. Ta-da. And the other comic set, which was the End comics. Okay, now I got it right. Now I got it right. See, I had it right. I just can't read my own handwriting. Because I thought that actually said Red Walrus on Spock's label. Because I got like one red prize in the filing cabinet, and the others are all in the pile. That's all right. You want to know how confusing it is? I've got a box over there with 3 things in it. I don't know who it goes to. I've got no idea who it goes to because there's no label. Hello, Nerdy! How you doing, my friend? What is good? All right. So, that means we still got to find out who gets the one-player game. Is it Tuned Off, my fellow Saint brother? Oh, no, it's not. Is it Old Man Sea Chicken? It is not Old Man Sea Chicken. That means we are down to the Canadian or the car guy. Kind of fitting. Yes, I did label supermarkets. Supermarkets is actually in an envelope with supermarket written on it. I'm still waiting to get the address. Supermarket has not sent me his or her address yet. And it is Chuck! Chuck will be playing for the Thunderbird show car. Are you ready, Chuckster? Are you still here? Are you still awake? Or are you off already building your PC? Okay, her. I didn't know. Like I said, I never make assumptions. Last time I made an assumption, I got in trouble. All right, Chuck. That means for the Thunderbird, you will be playing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wrong board. No, that's the right board. Oh, Chuck will be playing the 3 Strikes game. Oh, this is one of the tougher ones. This is one of the tougher ones. All right, Chuck, what we are going to do is we are going to show you a card. All right? The 5 numbers in the price of the car will be on that big board, sort of like here where it has 41,307. We have had the computer randomly shuffle all the numbers and the 3 strikes. If you draw a number, you have to tell us where in the price tag that number goes. If you are correct, we reveal that number. If you are incorrect, we throw that number back in the bag, the computer reshuffles, and pulls the next marker. I am going to change this down the road so that rather than the computer pulling all of them, it will randomize them and it will put them like between 1 and 8, and then 1 and 7, then 1 and 6. So you can't say that the computer did it to you unfairly. All right? So with that, the first pitch for the Three Strikes game is this 2019 Ford Expedition 4-wheel drive limited. Ample accommodations, effortless powertrain, bountiful options. The Ford Expedition is a massive people mover with modern technology to get you where you need to go, no matter the situation. All right, Chuck. So what we are going to do is we are going to draw the first chip. As long as we do not draw 3 strike chips, you are still in the game. Now, I will tell you, one person has actually won this. I've had a few people lose it, I will admit that, but this game can be beaten. And the first number we draw is a 2. So where in the price of the Expedition, Chuck, do you want us to put the 2? $3.50. $3.50. It's supposed to be $3.50. Not tree fitty, $3.50. All right, Chuck says the 2 is in the second slot. Is he right? No, it is not the second slot. That means we still have 8 chips in the bag. The computer reshuffles after each number, or after each draw. So it could pull out the 2 again. Ah, look at that! It pulled out the 2 again. All right, Chuck. Where do we put that 2? Is it slot number 4? It is indeed slot number 4. So we have definitely placed the 2. Now there are only 7 chips left in the bag. The next draw is a 0. All right, Chuck. Where do we put the 0? Slot 1, slot 1. It's a 0,000 card. See, ironically, you got an advantage because you know one slot it cannot be, which is the first slot. He says it goes in slot 2. Does it go in slot 2? It goes in slot 2. Damn! All right, now there are 3 numbers left. There are 3 strikes left. Chuck, your next chip is... Oh, the first strike. Not good, but it's all right. It's all right. Now we got 3 numbers still in there. Odds are in your favor. The next chip is a 4. All right, Chuck. Where do we put the 4? Slot number 3. Does it go in slot number 3? No, it does not go in slot number 3. So we put it back in the bag. And we draw a 9. Oh, a big number. Is this a $90,000 expedition? Might be. I don't know. I will tell you there was at least one $90,000 expedition in a file somewhere. I don't remember where it was. But I don't know if this is the $90,000 one. All right, Chuck. Where would you like to put the 9? Slot number 3. Is it the 3rd number? It is the 3rd number. All right, so we know there's a 4 still in there. We don't know what the other number is. So this car could be $40,000 or it could be something and $924. We just want to draw 2 numbers before we draw 2 strikes. And we draw, the 2nd strike. We got the 2nd strike. What did Lincoln invent? I want to say the rail splitter. I think. Oh, that's right. It was a boat lifter. It was a boat lifter for off the river. All right, Chuck. The only thing we don't want to see is the X. And it is a 7. So, Chuck, is this a $70,000 Ford Expedition or a $40,000 Expedition? In which slot would you like to put the 7? Oh, he says this is a $70,000 vehicle. Is he right? It is a $70,000 vehicle. All right. So there is 1 number, 1 strike. If you draw the number, the Thunderbird is yours. If you draw the strike, it's no prize. So we want to see, everybody tell me what we want to see. Do we want to see a 4 or do we want to see an X? Let's get some audience participation in here. Let's hear some cheers. Tell Chuck he's going to do it. The next number, or the next chip, is... Ah! Damn. Oh. Oh, it was the 3rd strike. It was the 3rd strike, leaving only the 4 in the bag. Oh. And that South timing is horrendous. He's like, yay! Oh, you do the strike. Yay! Oh, believe it or not, that's the 2nd time this game has come down to the 3rd time this game has come down to the last draw. That's the 3rd time. So what I'm going to, like I said, so the one thing I am going to change is so you guys can't, so we can't say it's the computer that's deciding it, is I'm going to set it up so that the 8 chips are at the top and then you can pick one of the 8 chips. And then if you miss, then the chips will get thrown back in and they'll get all shuffled back up. That way it's all down to your choice, and the computer won't have as much say-so in it. All right, so anyway, I got to get over to the points. Give me a minute. And with that, if it'll let me edit it, we give Chuck another 100 points. According to Bob Barkerbot, who is still busted, by the way, just so you guys know. I tried 2.0. I can't get 2.0 to work yet. I can't get 2.0 to work yet. So this one still does add the whammy points. All right. So with that, we're going to do, let's see, it's 9:13. No. It's the creative bot on DLive, nerdy. It's the creative bot on DLive. It sort of works, but it doesn't quite work. Logitech will fix that. Yeah, they're gonna break it even worse. Like I said, I am not thrilled with the idea that Logitech now owns Streamlabs. I am definitely not thrilled. Thank you, Spock. That's why I don't trust Logitech. That's what I was trying to think of. I'm sitting there like, what is it about Logitech and the software I know is gonna screw this over? It's the fact they never get their drivers right first time. And they're gonna run slobs? Like I said, slobs made a killing. The programmers, they're like, okay, Logitech, give me a few $1 million and it's yours. And that's what they got, was a few $1 million. I don't remember how much it was. I want to say it was like 6 or 7 million. I thought. I may be wrong. And it's like, Logitech just basically needs to stick with what they know, video cameras. If they would just stick with video cameras, they'd be all right. Oh, and Spock, just so you know, I think I fixed the What's My Line, so Michelangelo and Mr. Ed only come up randomly. I think so, Sal, because I've only got so many of these puzzles done. So I've got, and I tend to like try it at the office, like try to work on the files. And it's like, I just don't have time anymore. It's like they got me doing so much stuff at the office now. It's like, yeah, I can't work on my files. I'm screwed. Now you see why I need entertaining streamers on, so I can hear them in the back of my head, like say, oh, I don't know, like SCW, because I'll sit there and I'll listen to Nerdy, and while I'm listening to Nerdy, I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, I can get this typing done, dude, get this programming done. But yeah, I think this is the same one. But like I said, I only got about 26 of these done. I still got like a few hundred that are in files. Only when it's slow. Only when it's slow. Oh, did you get your package, by the way, Nerdy? I don't know if you got yours or not because one of them I had to ship ground and I don't remember who it was. Oh, and by the way, you would have been thrilled if you'd been at the toy show Sunday. Okay, it'll get there then. I counted because I don't remember how many you said you have and how many you said you needed, but I counted 9. Let me see: copter, plane, blimp, tank, buggy, water ski, bus, and I'm trying to remember what the other 2 were. I counted like 9 different Turtles vehicles. And I didn't get a chance to take any pictures to show them off to you. And they had the frickin' sewer kit in the box. Show Nerdy the Batman? You mean Geese Batman? If it comes up on the camera? Wait a minute, I gotta look and see if it comes up on the camera. Is that the Batman one? Yeah, that's the Batman one. Kind of hard to see. Oh, I know you do. I was like, I kind of wanted it just to have it, but it was in the original freaking box, and it was like, I could, but I was like, I just spent too much on everything else. Now, most of you guys that the turtle tube. Yeah, I think the turtle tube was one of them. But I knew he already had the bus. I knew he already had the water ski, the sewer sled. So I didn't know which ones to say. Hey, Nerdy, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? Because I know you got most of them already. Because it's slow to deliver. I'm sorry. I had to say it. But yeah, it was like I was so zoned in on trying to find something or to find some good stuff that it was just like I forgot to take pictures. Oh, wait till he puts the full makeup on, Spock. I gotta decide if I'm gonna go pick up a new costume for Halloween for the show this year. That I haven't decided. Because I'm not doing the Cleopatra thing again. I don't know where my glasses are for Bart. My Riddler jacket is ripped. I need to figure out what I'm going to do for a costume this year for the Halloween show. I got to figure that one out. So I'm probably going to go over to Johnny's dungeon tomorrow and see what they've got. Because tomorrow's kind of like my off day. I don't stream. I don't work on the show on Wednesdays usually. Now, I almost actually bought her a gremlin to go with my wife. But he wasn't cute. He was kind of like, bleh. But as I told you guys, the prizes I got, I'm not complaining about. What I was complaining about is I walked into the toy show with $300. I had $300 ready to shell out on lots of smalls and mediums. And I was looking for like those I have never found a Mattel striped one. I don't think so, South. I think you were going to and you never did. I think you were going to and you never did. So I walked in with $300. And I'm like, I'm going to spend 300 up to about 250 of this, and the other 50s for me for food and gas and everything else. I ended up spending, I think, 190. So I'm walking out there like, I got money in my pocket to burn, and I can't find that batch of something. Oh, no. I always bargain shop, Spock. Like I said, my two that I'm most proud of are the G.I. Joes and the Battletechs. Those I am thrilled with. And like I said, you guys were so busy like guessing at the list. I don't know who even paid attention to the Battletech stuff. And it's not going to focus really well because they're like really small. But no, the toy show, I tend to spend up to about $200. It's almost like toy show rolls around, I got $200 set aside specifically for that. And the next one is November 3rd, which is like my birthday week. All right, sweet South, I will look at it later. Which means I'll probably be buying more for myself than anything. Because I don't expect a lot of the horror stuff that I did want to actually be there this time. Because I almost bought a Godzilla resin piece and a Mothra resin piece. And those were like the last two things that were kind of like on my shopping list. So it was like, that was close. But yeah, like I said, I just basically, and like I said, until I got to the motorcycles, because I like buying in bulk, it was kind of like I felt like I was struggling. I know, it sounds weird. It sounds really weird to say it that way. When you get a few DC things and a couple of odds and ends. But it was like, until I got the motorcycles, it's like, this is not turning out so well. Because everybody was like ridiculously priced. It's like I know Nerdy's got his Mythic Legions, the birds. Well, somebody had one. It wasn't any of the good ones. It was just like a owl that didn't have wings. He wanted 115 for it, and I'm like, nope, not gonna happen. Not going to happen. And I did miss out on some buys that I did want. I missed out on a pair of Spy vs. Spy bobbleheads. I missed out on 3 more Matrix pieces. And I passed on about 4 busts just because they didn't feel right to me. You ever have that feeling like, I want this, but I don't really think it fits? That was me on Sunday. It was like I'd pass up stuff that I probably would have normally got. And it was, no, I don't think so. Yeah, it was ridiculous with the, and these guys, and the funny thing is, I was talking about the fact that pop prices are going back up. Used to be like the last few shows, you could go in there and people would be selling pops for like 3 for $5, and you could clean house that way. I walk in there today or Sunday. There's one dealer that basically has multiple pops for like $5. There were a couple that were selling for like 5 each, which isn't bad. And he's complaining, he's like, I've just quit selling them because nobody wants what's now coming out. Funko is kind of, according to this dealer, just making stuff to make stuff. They're just making pops to make pops. They're not doing like they used to do, like really, really big hit themes. Like when Stranger Things came out, it was the in thing. They made Stranger Things. And I told this earlier. He had a chase pop that was sitting on the table. It's called a Bianca or Bianana. I have no idea what it was for. I have no idea what it was for. He was selling it for $1. Couldn't get nobody to buy it. He could not get anybody to buy it. And while I'm there, he's talking about the ones he's got down under the table. He's like, I can't sell these for like $5 as a group. So I get down there, and like I said, I look, and he's got about 12 of them in there. So it's like I could get the whole bucket for $20. But they were things I had never heard of. And I'm like you, I'm like the rest of the nerd circle. It's like, I know my nerd collectibles. I know my things. But yeah, this dealer thinks basically Funko is screwing up. They're not making pops for collectors that want them for, like, the cereal pops. Everybody liked the cereal pops. You had Count Chocula, Blueberry, and Frankenberry. It was a nice set of 3. And those sold really well. And then all of a sudden, they got these other ones that they pick a video game and just make a pop, 3 or 4 pops out of a video game that nobody played. And these guys are thinking Funko is screwing up right now. They're screwing up right now. And then I kind of learned why I'm glad I stayed out of loot crates. I will admit that. Alright, so my next question is, who's interested in participating in a large game tonight? If you are interested, speak up, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see about starting to wrap things up. Or we'll just talk about just whatever we're talking about. Guy had, so this is the same dealer that had these pops in the bucket that he couldn't get rid of. And so I go looking through the bucket, and there are only 3 pops in there that even interest me. There's a Raiden figure as a standalone. There's the 8-bit Raiden figure, and there's an 8-bit Freddy figure. Those are the only ones I'm interested in. And I'm like, I can give him $5 for these, but they're not must-haves. So I bypassed on it. Right next to that, he's got the crate of Fallout figures that he's got from the loot crates. And he's got in there Nick Valentine, Piper Wright, and who's the one that, help me out, Nerdy, because you're my Fallout guy. The one that's like south of Children of the Atom. The super mutant. God, I can't think of his name. But it's also, he's got those 3 Fallout figures. Then he's also got like a Fallout, and this came in a loot crate, which is why I'm glad I never did loot crate. It had part 1 of a power armor and a base of a power armor. And that's all he's got are like those 2 pieces of the power armor set. Hello, Richie! What is good, my friend? How are you doing? And I got to thinking, it's like, Grey Cat, how you doing, darling? Spring fans? And I'm thinking, if I had bought a loot crate and all I got in Loot Crate was part 1 of a Build-A-Figure, I'd be pissed. I would be pissed. That means I got to get 5 more Loot Crates, because I think it was like 1 out of 6. I've got to buy 5 more Loot Crates to finish building this. And I'm like, no. It's like I said, it's just one of those things. I think I'm glad I never did Loot Crate. I think I am glad I never did Loot Crate just for that reason. All right, so like I said, so the question is, who is interested in participating in another mini game or another game, or should I do another list? I'm going to give you guys the choice on this. I can do another list with no problems. We'll put us right at our time limit. And no, Spock, I am not going to do concentration again tonight. Or if I can get a volunteer to do a 1-player game, I will give somebody else a shot at the Thunderbird. So yeah, so like I said, to me, the toy show was a mixed bag. It was, yeah, I got some really good stuff. Like I said, we got Peg Leg. We got some DC characters. We got some wrestling figures. We got a ton of motorcycles. We got the Battletech minis. We got the 2 G.I. Joes. The 4 Conans. The Heroica game. And what else am I forgetting? I don't know, because I have to get back to the box to look. So yeah, so it was kind of like a good and a bad. It was like, all right, it was pretty good. It was bad that I felt disappointed that I walked out with more money than I thought I was going to walk out with. So it's kind of like you take a catch-22 in that regard. So like I said, the next toy show is November the 3rd. But the weather is cooling off this weekend, so I may hit the flea market just to see what happens. Because I want to see what happened with the flea market over in Illinois to see if it improved. But I also want to head back over to the other one and see if I can pull off some miracle picks. Because the auctions are kind of weak this week. Nope, I will tell you it's not hurricane. I will tell you it's not a hurricane. In fact, that clue right there should give it away. I think you're in the right track, South. But I don't count a hurricane as a person. There you go. I think now you got it. I think now you got it. So yeah, so like I said, we picked up... So like I said, we picked up Taz. And for some reason, I don't think Tuned Off likes Taz. And then we picked up Eric Bischoff. Everybody needs an Eric Bischoff, a little Eric in their life, right? And then when you got Eric, you got to get Paul Heyman and Heidenreich to go with it. Now, like I said, I still think that should have been a Michael Cole Heidenreich set. That's what I think it should have been. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, I'd like to welcome you to the List Wits Game Show. We are here every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday, barring an act of God, act of work, or act of wife, or just act of life. Where we try to give away as many prizes of various types as we can. We have everything from die-cast cars. I thought it was you to boot. No, it was Heavy. It was Heavy that booed Taz. You know, from ECW, the Taz, the Tasmanian submission machine. I think it was Heavy that booed Taz. But we give away everything from DC figures to Marvel figures to Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, board games, chess sets, pops, die-cast cars, die-cast planes, old school prizes like tape collections, models, hockey figures, Barbie dolls. If you are a collector of something, then hopefully we have a prize somewhere that you want to play for. Like right now we still have, so we put 3 items back in the smalls. We have the Duesenberg little mini model. We have the Hot Wheels, and then we have the mini Japanese art divider. And the only problem with the art dividers is actually missing 1 pin. Wow, Restream chat is slow for some reason. That is weird. My Restream chat is slower. Oh, you mean this guy? Hockey figures. Oh, that was another one. You guys remember the box I had picked up of hockey figures that I still have about 6 left of, I think? Guy finally had a different seller finally had them out, and he was selling them for like $10 a pop. And I'm thinking, I bought my box of 8 for like 15 bucks. I made a steal. Let's see, what else do we give away? We give away statues, busts, I'm trying to think. Animal House, McFarlane, pewter figures, 12-inch figures, 8-inch figures, 4-inch figures. Like I said, if we can collect it, or if you can collect it, key rings. Did you ever manage to... Yes, Bondra went to... I think Bondra went to... Who did Peter Bondra... Mark. I think Mark got the Bondra piece. I know... Either that or it's in Show's box right here. One of the two. But yeah, it was like, for me to get all those pieces for the 15 bucks, I'm like, damn. And that's why I like going to these things, because I like to buy. Dealers don't want to take stuff home. That's the key. You convince a dealer that you're going to take a lot of his stuff, and they will literally price drop. One of my favorites that I remember, and it was the first toy show I'd ever gone to, where I was loading up on prizes for you guys, was a guy had a pile of 17 Star Trek figures. And like I said, I still got about 3 or 4 of them left. And 17 of them. I got them for 40 bucks, 45 bucks. That is less than $4 a piece. Because he didn't want to take them home. Always find dealers that will sell you stuff in quantity. Because you know they take care of the quality. They're not going to bring crap to a show with a bunch of other dealers. It's like I almost, and you guys remember the large, is it Hitaku Hikadu figures? Where you could buy them, like they would come in, they would have the figure, they're about this tall, and they could have the standard one or the glitter one. Do I have any athlete bobbleheads? The bobbleheads, no. I'm trying to think. Do I have any athletes left? Let's see. I got the hockey figures. I ran out of the football figures. I've got one loose baseball figure. I'm trying to think. No, but I can get some. I know where to get them. The problem around here is, tuned off, because I live in St. Louis, that's what everybody sells is Cardinals ones. So finding anything outside of a Cardinals or a Blues or a Rams figure is hard. The best I can usually do are find stuff for the Chicago Cubs. But it was actually Mother Nature. The Kotaku Gold Hoarder from Sea of Thieves. I'm trying to think. I think the closest I've come to seeing anything from Sea of Thieves was a set of, just a standard set of pirate ones. I think that was the closest I've come to seeing, was a standard set of pirate ones. Is it Tataku I'm thinking of, or let me look. Hold on, let me take a look. Hold on. It is, no, it's not the Tataku ones. What is the one I'm thinking of? Hiraku figures? What is the one I'm trying to think of? And if you remember, I'd given away a couple of them. It was... Well, see, what I will do, Chuck, is see, I will put that on my list to see if I can find any. Where's my notebook? My notebook's buried. So if I'm looking for Sea of Thieves, then I will put Sea of Thieves in there. Sea of Thieves. But it's like, when I go looking for myself, I always go looking for trivia pieces or trivia games. And I did not buy, I'm mad at myself for one thing I didn't buy, which was like the game board for the $20,000 pyramid. That was the one thing I was mad at myself for not buying. but I couldn't get him to drop below 20 bucks. I was trying to get him to 10, and it was like it wasn't working too well. um, what am I thinking? So wait a minute. If Rotunda is your uncle, that means you're the Fiend's cousin? Tune? I just want to make sure I got that right. If Rotunda is your uncle, that means you are the cousin to the Fiend. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a semi-celebrity in here. uh, see, now I need somebody to start sending me autograph stuff. um, yeah, because the Fiend is Rotundo's son. Bray is Rotundo's son, I think, right? Or do I have the wrong character? Do I have the wrong star as being Mike Rotundo's son? I'm trying to think now. Okay, so Bray is your cousin then. Okay, that's what I'm sitting there like I was pretty sure Bray was Rotundo's son, and I was like drawing a blank as to whether or not I had that mixed up with somebody else. See, so family get-togethers at Toondog's place get very, very strange, folks. Anyway, it is going on 10 o'clock, so I think we're going to wrap things up tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you that were here for making this a very fun night, considering all the headaches we had to start with. For those of you guys that didn't know, we started very late because basically Logitech crashed on me twice. Yes, we're blaming Logitech, not Streamlabs. Which basically bombed every program I had for one moment. We will definitely be back on Thursday night. Hopefully, we'll get a big game in and give away more prizes. Like I said, we still got 2 larges sitting over there waiting to be claimed. Plus, I'm going to try to find a piece of equipment tomorrow that may make the prize pile look even more interesting. I hope. But I gotta find one and see if I can afford it and get it home. So with that, guys, we will see you guys on Thursday night, right back here. Same game time, same game channel. And as we always say around here, exercise your body. I'm with you 100% of the way. But never, ever, ever forget, you don't exercise these. The rest of it, they're just going to kind of melt away and do nothing for you. So with that, guys, we're going to wish you guys a very good night. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And watch out for your friends, your family. Even watch out for a stranger. Because that stranger one day may be a friend tomorrow. So until Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have yourselves a very good one. And we will see y'all